Dear Ukrainians, I held a staff meeting. Several topics were on the agenda, but the most important was deep strikes, our long-range capabilities. The things that truly affect Russia's war potential and noticeably reduce it. Today, we had both the manufacturers of our respective weapons at the staff meeting and those who use these weapons. The Armed Forces of Ukraine, Special Services, Intelligence. The main task is to scale up our long-range Ukrainian sanctions capabilities. There is potential for this, and having everyone talk together is very, very helpful. We have also already prepared our part of the homework ahead of the meeting with President Trump. Both the military component and the economic one. Every detail, everything is ready. The agenda of our meeting with the President of the United States is very substantive. And I thank everyone who is helping. This can truly bring the war closer to an end. It is the United States that can wield this kind of global influence. And we are doing everything to ensure that others around the world stand on our side in this effort. Right now, our team, the Prime Minister of Ukraine, the head of the Office of the President, the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, other government officials, and the Ukrainian ambassador is already in Washington. They began holding meetings at their level and preparing the groundwork for the dialogue with the U.S. leader, as well as with American defense companies, including air defense manufacturers and representatives of energy companies. Our representatives have already reported today. I thank them for this work. The head of the Foreign Intelligence Service of Ukraine also reported today. A thorough report is also on how global sanctions affect Russia and lead Russia exactly where it needs to be so that they lose their aggressive potential there. And we know how to increase the pressure to do it. Russia's intentions towards Belarus were also discussed separately. The Russians have already taken away Belarusian sovereignty, and now they also want to use Belarus in their games to continue the war. We will definitely warn our partners about this. A few more things. There was a report by the Commander-in-Chief and the Chief of the General Staff on the front on the situation on the border, on our responses to Russian assaults. It is quite clear in which areas it is most difficult now, and it is important that our units, our soldiers, are doing their best to protect the state. Every counteroffensive step of Ukraine on the front line now strengthens our positions globally, and this helps, including in dialogue with our key partners. Today, we continued our political work in the European direction. I spoke with the Prime Minister of Greece, thanked him for his support, and we can take some significant steps together for the sake of our resilience. In particular, we talked about the possibilities of cooperation in the energy sector, and this, in particular, the possibility of supplying American gas. We agreed to meet with the Prime Minister, discuss all the details. We are also working with various partners in Central and Southern Europe on the Pearl program, which allows you to buy American weapons. It is important that countries join this program. Good news about this from the Nordic countries, and they already are. And I also want to thank Britain today. There is a new sanctions package from Britain. There are dozens of people who help Russia fight. And there is also a ship of the Russian fleet carrying oil. We will definitely synchronize this package in our jurisdiction and work so that other partners equally put pressure on Russia for the sake of a real end, an end to the war. Putin should earn less, and then there will be more security in the world. And things like Patriot and Tomahawks can lay a long-term foundation for peace. I thank everyone who is with Ukraine. Glory to Ukraine.